Hello everybody, welcome. Vincent St. Louis here. How you doing today? Listen, what I want to walk you guys through now is um, how to buy a domain name and redirect it to your iLiving app page. Now, the first thing you need to do, of course, is you need to do some searches and try to find a domain name that's available. Once again, you cannot use ILA or iLiving apps or any derivative of that in your domain name. So you need to be aware of that. So find a domain name that fits with what you want. The reason why you wanted to redirect and buy a domain name is in your advertising, free or paid for, you do not want to be linking to your iLiving app / username website. You want to mask it and forward it and mask it. So I'm going to walk you through how to forward and mask. So once you have your domain name, very important key here, you do not need to host. You do not need to pay for hosting. What I would recommend is you buy a domain name. I use GoDaddy. Use whatever you want, and you buy a domain name, and then after you buy the domain name, only buy it for a year. You can always upgrade or buy more years after the first year, but buy it for a year, and you don't need any hosting. It should be about $13, $14 or something like that for a whole year. Okay, once you buy your domain name, okay, what I'm going to do is we're going to log in here to my account. Okay. Once you buy your domain name, then what you're going to do is click on here, go to account. Now, if you've only got one domain name, yours may look different than mine. I've got a lot of stuff here. So basically, I'm going to go to domain names and click launch. Okay, once it launches, I'm going to go down here to the domain name that I want to use. Now I pre-selected, let me see where it went to. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that, the domain name, and then right down here at the bottom, or not really the bottom, but on the bottom of your screen, you see forwarding. Click manage. Okay, once you manage, now I'm going to change this one so yours will look different because I've already got this going somewhere. So I'm going to change that. Okay, now what I want you to do, this is really important, you guys. What I want you to do is I want you to make sure that your link is correct and working. Okay, so I want you to type it out in a notepad or something like that, somewhere where that doesn't show any coding. And then what I want you to do is highlight, copy, open up a new window, and paste it in there and go to it. Now what I want you to do is make sure it says your username right up here at the top. If it does not have your username, then it did not work. Do not take this link right here. This link will not link to you. Okay, iLiving app uses cookies and cache to link everything to you. So you want to make sure that this link is working correctly. If this is not working, then for some reason you typed it out incorrectly. Make sure that this is correct. http://iLivingApp.com. Now, a lot of people are doing apps, but it's not plural. It's app.com/your username. Okay, once you have it right. Okay, so I copied and pasted it, and it went to my page right here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste that right in here. Paste. And now I'm going to get rid of the HTTP because it's already right here. Make sure you don't take the I along with this. So double check and make sure it's correct. Now you can write stuff in here. You can do it a title. You can do a description. You can do some keyword tags if you want to do some keywords. Let's just throw in there iLiving app. And then I'm going to go iLiving. Then I'm going to go ILA and ILA app and inspired living. Okay, so I'm going to do those. Whoops, I don't have commas in there. I'm sure somebody was watching this and say, hey. Wrong one. I type with one finger, so sorry about that, you guys. Actually, I'm getting better. I use two fingers now. Okay, so there I go. Now what I'm going to do is you're going to go to, where is it? Oh yeah, right here. Make sure you put forward with masking. What that's going to do is if you do not do this, you just forward it. When somebody clicks on this link, it's going to show up in iLiving apps. The only way to cover iLiving apps completely is to do forward and masking. So make sure you click that and then click OK. There it goes. Okay, there we go. So now it could take an hour, 2 hours or something like that for this to happen. So, and the other thing now what you need to do is you take that link that you just created it from, your URL, the new link, and you want to check with different browsers. You want to check in Chrome. You want to check in Mozilla Firefox. Okay, let's just check and see if it's working yet. Okay, it's not. So you just give it some time and then maybe check back in an hour, make sure everything's okay. If it's not okay, then check in Firefox or check in Chrome or check in Internet Explorer. Give it some time to process. If it doesn't work, then all you got to do is come back in here to manage and make sure that it is done correctly. Okay? So anyways, my name is Vincent St. Louis.